Hey there guys, this is Z397 Gaming. Your typical fashion disaster. Yes, I am wearing a Hawaiian shirt along with a pink hat and what looks like safety glasses, but these are actually the gaming glasses that help with blue lighting. I picked these up yesterday when I picked up my stuff for my Nintendo Switch streaming. I figured I'd give them a try. They're a little big for my liking, but I actually really like the way that they help. I was yawning a lot earlier, and it's actually been helping. Reminds me like I'm back in science class, so we're just gonna stick with being the fashion disaster. So today, we're gonna be playing the original Pokemon Stadium. I did do a little bit of streaming earlier today. However, that audio I realized was not good. We're still playing around with it. So hopefully this time I can actually be heard. And so today we're gonna go on and I'm gonna do the pokecup. Now I have completed this game on the N64. I have not completed it on the Switch. I don't remember what my teams were. So we're going to go through and we're going to see what we want to use. I think I'm going to use Charmeleon. Definitely going to use a Wartortle. Trying to remember what's good in this game. Actually, I think I'm going to take the glasses off for right now. We might put those back on later. Ooh, Earthquake and Horn Drill, Double Kick. Thunderbolt. Let's turn this down just a little bit. Let's see. Ooh, Wigglytuff has a Thunderbolt. Let's see. Vileplume, Petal Dance, and Sleep Powder are not bad. Going back to the... You know, I'm actually a little annoyed earlier. I finally figured out what Haze does. I never actually knew because I don't use anything that's not an attack move. So, yeah. That was very helpful to know. I would have won so much more. Persian wouldn't be bad. Meowth with Thunderbolt. Aw. Golduck and Ice Beam. Okay. Trying not to like go for my favorites right now. Ooh, that's actually very versatile. Poliwhirl with Surf, Earthquake, and Ice Beam. I might come back for him. Trying to keep my team as balanced as possible, having as many different types as I can, just to be ready for whatever. Victory Bell. I've found playing this game that most of the time the second stage Pokemon have the best moves. Sometimes the first stage. So if you see me looking at not every Pokemon, that's typically why. Muck actually would not be bad. Its special attack isn't really that great, so that actually doesn't help me. Gengar's got some decent moves, but that Nightshade's not gonna do a lot. Yeah, we'll take an Onix. I'd rather have Thunderbolt than Thunder. I want a fighting type, impossible. See, I just don't like this. Submission's not bad. High jump kick. Rhydon. Let's see. Would not mind a poison type. Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan would be good. Whereas Kangaskhan getting me through some hard times. Pinsir with no bug type moves doesn't really help me. Oh, I love Lapras. Oh, that's no. I'm gonna have to pass on it. Oh, a Jolteon with Thunderbolt. Ooh, that's actually hard to pass up. That's very hard to pass up. No, because I already have a normal type. Dragon Rage, that's the one. That's the one that does 40 damage. Who should the last one be? Ooh, a dragon type with them. What's the blue types have? It's not bad. Oh, I feel like I need to go with Jolteon. Yeah, I gotta go Jolteon. Okay, so this is the team. Not a bad team, I can really say. And we're gonna see how far I can get going through. So we have Charmeleon, Wartortle, Raticate, Onix, Kangaskhan, and Jolteon. They have a Nidoran, an Ekans, Mankey, Machop, and a Hitmonlee. So they have 3 fighting types. They have 3 poison types, I'm sorry. So honestly, Onix is gonna be our best bet. I'm going with Onix. What else can we use? Raticate's gonna kind of hinder us a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go Kangaskhan, and I guess I'll use Wartortle. Kinda wish I chose a Psychic type instead of Charmeleon, which I never thought I would say because I love fire types. Okay, well, since I have Onix on my side, I honestly have the advantage, because all of his Pokemon are weak to ground. Well, not all of them, but the 3 poison types at least.
Whoa! Looks like a bad Pokemon choice. Taken down on the word go! This is a wild one from the word go. Oh, it's
okay, so now I am at the disadvantage on this battle, because fighting types are good against rock. So I do have the disadvantage, but using Earthquake should give me decent advantage. Thrash, oh, that's a normal type move, we're fine.
What now? The attack wasn't effective.
I'm not even going to waste an Earthquake on that, I'm just going to use Strength.
HP. Right. There, it's a hit. Oh, is it
Yeah,
down and out?
I'm not surprised. It was the first round of the pokecup anyway.
Pokemon.
So, for those that don't know this game, this is the original Pokemon Stadium that came out, I don't even remember when, for the N64. It's like I grew up on. I absolutely love the N64. I love Pokemon. Pokemon Stadium, to me, is the hardest Pokemon game that has ever come out. It is just so insanely difficult, but that's what makes it fun. Like, I enjoy it. So you're able to put your own Pokemon into the game, if you have the game pack. So that's what made it cool. You could put your own Pokemon in, but for the most part, you're grabbing these like rental Pokemon, and you're battling with them. So they're not your actual Pokemon. You don't have your actual stats. Like, you don't know. So you have to figure out how to make these Pokemon work with what they have. Alright, so let's see. So you got 3 electric types and 3 grass types. So I'm going to go Charmeleon. I'm going to go Onix. And I think... Do I go Raticate? Or do I go... Because Raticate's good because of Beam and Hyper Fang. Or do I go... Kangaskhan with the Dizzy Punch? Well, no, because I'd be scared if I went Wartortle, even though it'd be good. No, because it's just gonna lose every time. We'll go Kangaskhan because of defense. So this is what I'm saying. Like, you don't know what. You got to figure out a mixture for these Pokemon. Try and have your team as balanced as possible, or not your regular moves. So you got to figure out. Plus, this format is a 3-on-3. So you have 6 Pokemon, and then you're choosing 3 of them. So you have to try and figure out what type of Pokemon your opponents are going to have. And if you don't have a good combination, you're out of luck. What I do like about the pokecups, about the cups in this game, is when you win a match, you have 8 matches. And when you win a match, if none of your Pokemon fainted, you get an extra continue. Now the game is going to get progressively harder as we go up. So you just saw that, like, you know, I just won the first match, no issue whatsoever. Once you get to, you know, 7 and 8, they're not as easy. I even started struggling around 4 and 5. I was playing earlier and I lost 3 times in a row. Thankfully I had 3 continues, but I lost 3 times in a row on challenger number 7. And then I finally won by mistake because I chose the wrong Pokemon, which turned out to be the right Pokemon. Trying to play smarter as I get older. No way I wouldn't switch. Normally I would just keep attacking, but I've changed up my playstyle. But I get lucky sometimes. Then the one time I played, I didn't even get past the 4th round. I was like, oh man, I think I actually lost in the 3rd round. I was like, really? Really? This game really tests your, you know, not only your knowledge, but also, you know, your skills. Okay. Now, see, I normally would be scared because it's a grass type, but it's also a poison type. So I'm not as scared because I have ground type moves. So this should do a good amount of damage, which it did. Leech Seed. Okay, I'm not too scared of that. One other thing you'll notice is, so this cup is Pokemon level 50 through 55. All of our Pokemon are level 50 because that's just what they are. The rental Pokemon also at level 50. As you get through the cups, the opponent's Pokemon will actually be anywhere between 50 and 55. See? Excuse me. So you just got another perfect, so I got another continue. Now if I end up losing, I can continue with these continues, that way I don't have to restart at the beginning. Hopefully that doesn't happen until 7 or 8. We'll see. Anyway, so that was the whole point of being able to put your Pokemon in. You can put in your own Pokemon and battle with them, and that way they're a little bit higher in level. Now let's see. He's got 2 fighting types, a ghost and poison, a psychic, and a normal type. So now this is where it gets more difficult, because before the other ones were, they had 3 of each. These are kind of more spread out, so I had to figure out my typings very effectively. So I think I'm gonna go Onyx. I'm gonna go Wartortle, and I think I'm gonna go Kangaskhan. Just because Onyx can dish out a lot of damage, Wartortle can take out Geodude and can take out a lot of damage with Ice Beam, and Kangaskhan is just good for defense. So I think that's where I'm gonna go. And you'll see it sometimes that, like, you know, sometimes people will go all the way to the 5th or 6th without having any issues. Sometimes, you know, they have issues in the 1st and 2nd, just based off their teams. You know, that's what makes this game so much fun, but also so difficult. So actually, speaking of that though, I will be I will be hosting a Pokemon Stadium tournament with me and my friends. So what it's going to be is, it will be a 8-player tournament. We are going to have people are going to be able to choose their teams, so explain their teams. and it will be a 3-on-3 match up until the finals, where it's a full 6-on-6. You guys will be able to watch a lot more Pokemon content from me. That's mainly what I'm going to be doing on with Switch. I'll probably have a couple Mario Party, do a couple of, okay, that's not bad. Probably do some Mario Kart a little bit. But one of the things I'm really excited for is I'll be doing a Pokemon series with a couple of my friends. And so we're going to be playing, you know, we haven't decided yet, but oh, that's not fair. Metronome and Ice Beam? No. Ooh, ooh, that was lucky. Okay, we're switching to Kangaskhan. So what it's going to be is we're going to be looking at playing either the remakes for Diamond and Pearl. We're going to be playing Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet. And so it's gonna, and I'll explain more when we get down to the actual video itself. When we start filming, I'll explain. But it's gonna be a series. And so what we're gonna do is we'll all choose a starter, just as you normally do, and we will fight each other after. So we'll play in Pokemon like normal. We're gonna play normal Pokemon, only except we will battle each other after every 2 gyms. So when we do that, we have some rules that we have to follow. So for instance, your Pokemon's level cannot be higher than the gym's Pokemon highest level. So if we go into the second gym and their highest level is 25, your Pokemon cannot be higher level than 25. If they end up being higher level, they have to go into the PC. Now, if you level up, because of that fight, say you're at level 25, and after you face the gym leader and you go to 26, Pokemon immediately has to go into the PC. You cannot use it in the battle against your rival. Oof, that hurt. So can't do that. Then we'll fight each other again after the 4th gym, 6th gym, 8th gym, and eventually the championship. One thing to note is that you can still win the series even if you've lost all the other battles. So say I lose, you know, say I just lose 3 to 1. So I end up losing 3 games. They end up winning 3 games. But I win the championship, I'm still the winner of the series. It does not matter how many games I've lost going into. It's kind of just to figure out, just to give you guys something fun to watch, fun for us to do, and kind of put a little more pressure. But you can still win the series overall. So I'm really excited for that. There's also a bonus rule, but that you guys are gonna have to watch the video to figure out what it is. We will tell you, but I'm actually really excited for that rule. It's gonna make things interesting. Anyway, let's get back to beating this Ghastly's butt. So probably should have switched doing moves. I'm a little worried because Kangaskhan's getting a little bit unhealthy. So I'm a little worried about this Clefairy. I think I need to switch out. Yeah, we're gonna switch to Wartortle. Now again, this is completely against my normal playstyle. My normal playstyle is attack, 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 attack. I do not like using status moves. I don't like using stuff like Tail Whip and like it's just completely against me. I like to attack, especially when I play regular Pokemon. Like I'm always attacking. However, the more I play, the older I get, I realize I need these moves, especially in these older games. You need Leech Siege, you need Stun Spore, you need Sing, like that. I just never really cared for them. I still technically do not care for them. I want all-out attacks. However, I also realize, getting older and playing more, you really need them because it plays into the strategy. Now, I will say, I lost earlier because I was playing too defensively and too strategically, using those types of moves. Trying to be, oh, I'm going to use Stun Spore, and it kept missing, so I ended up losing. Which again, reinforces attack, 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 attack. But I digress. This is probably why I'm not a championship Pokemon player. It's also because I don't play. I don't care about the competitiveness, I don't care about the stats, it's just not me, I just play for fun. I think it's a lot of fun. To be honest, I don't know, like, I understand the basics of what the stats do, but the numbers kind of confuse me, like, except for the health I can figure out. But like when I see like the stat blocks, it's like, oh, like 135, I don't understand it. I never cared it. I just look at it like, oh, that's a pretty Pokemon. Like, ooh, that looks cool, I want that one. Alright, so this guy, see, okay, so now we're back to how it was before, where it's kind of 3 and 3. So he has 4 water Pokemon, because the one Pokemon on A, that's actually a water and rock Pokemon, and he's got 2 ground types, one's a rock and ground. So I think what I'm gonna do is Kangaskhan is stunnable, yeah, so I'm gonna do Kangaskhan, Jolteon, and Wartortle. And the reason I'm double checking this is because earlier when I was playing, I had a match where I'm like, I'm gonna use these 3 Pokemon, and then I went to go switch, I'm like, I don't have these 3 Pokemon, and I thought I did. So I am being extra careful to double check because I don't want to lose. Okay. I also normally never use, this is the most I've used. Really? Really? That was rude. That was rude, sir.
This is a wild one from the word go.
I don't like that. And I love Shelter. Shelter is one of my favorite Pokemon. That was rude.
How will the type difference affect that?
You know what? This is why we go Kangaskhan though, because Kangaskhan is just beefy. Even though it's a terrible mother and brings its child into combat. But that's okay. They gotta learn somehow. Ooh, Hydro Pump is dangerous.
What now?
No, oh, our first loss. Man, that's our first fainted Pokemon. I was hoping to keep going. That's okay. We'll go to Jolteon. We got 2 more.
Oh, it's Jolteon. The Pokemon are entirely different types.
Alright, so I want you guys to don't switch. This is gonna have no effect. Yeah, no effect. Now that's one of the things I think is funny about the older games. So Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, they will always show the attack animation unless the Pokemon is asleep or confused. If you're confused, you get like 3 like question marks. Oh, that's not good. So I wonder. Okay, he does not. So it will always show the animation unless, so like this, like it just showed the, even though I'm gonna miss. It used to mess me up all the time when I used to play, because you're like, oh, I only need a little bit to hit. I only need a little bit to take them out. Yeah, I hit. No, you didn't. It gives you a false sense of hope. It's so mean. There we go. Come on, come on, take it out. Take it out. Yes, awesome. Alright. Alright, so I want you guys to tell me in the comments, you know, tell me what's your favorite evolution and why. So for me, I can actually tell you in each different generation which mine were. So in Gen 1, my favorite is Flareon, because I am a fire type player. I love fire types. Flareon, always loved. I never really cared for Vaporeon. I just didn't really care for it. I also just don't really care too much for water types. Honestly, water or electric types just never really cared about. But I love Flareon. I think it is absolutely beautiful. I think it's a great Pokemon to have. Gen 2, I fell in love hard with Umbreon. I loved dark types. I just thought that it was beautiful. Espeon, I did like. I'm more into psychic Pokemon now than I used to be. So I did think it was very versatile. I actually think if you play Pokemon Coliseum, I actually think Espeon is one of the better ones, because Umbreon is a little bit lacking in its in its stats. Even though I don't really know exactly what they mean, I just know that like whenever I would play it, Umbreon did carry me sometimes, but then also lost a lot of battles. It was more like, to me, Espeon was a glass cannon. Umbreon was more like a tank, just couldn't dish out the damage, whereas Espeon could dish out the damage, but couldn't take a hit. Alright, so let's see. Let's get this started. So, 2 water Pokemon, a poison, technically 3 poison when you, no, Butterfree's not poison. Butterfree's book flying. Thinking of Beedrill. Or no, I'm thinking of Venomoth. Ghastly is a ghost poison. So, I think I'm gonna play it safe and go Kangaskhan, Onyx, and I'm worried about the 2 water types, so I'm gonna go Jolteon again. Okay. Then when we get to Gen 4, I liked Glaceon and Leafeon, but they definitely did not take the top spots. I still loved Umbreon and Flareon. They were still my favorites. And even when we got Sylveon, I don't necessarily love fairy types, but I think Sylveon was a very much needed and good addition. I'll use it. I love it. It is one of the only fairy types I will use, and I love it. But yeah, I love all the evolutions. But my favorites still to this day are absolutely Flareon and Umbreon. And I think if I had to choose between the 2 of them, I think I would say Flareon, just because that's the OG. We're just crushing it on this one. So I want to hear, what are your guys' favorites? Why? Is it because something you grew up with? Is it because you love the typing? Is it beautiful to look at? What do you guys gotta say? And honestly, what typing deserves an evolution? Personally, I want to see a dragon or a ghost. I think that would be absolutely amazing. I think it'd be really fun. I love dragon types. I love ghost types. I apologize about it. I think it would just make it so versatile. I think they're a lot of fun. Alright, so that's our third. Is that third perfect? Or was that 4th perfect? Something like that. It's one of the 2. I forget. Actually, I was not expecting that one to be that easy. So, well. So, this cup's actually not giving me as much trouble as I thought it was going to, because I was playing Pokemon Stadium 2 earlier, and the pokecup of this level was still giving me difficulty. So, let's see. He's got 2 fire types, 2 ground types, a normal type, and a water type, and they're nothing but babies. Nothing but baby Pokemon. Okay. I think I should just go Kangaskhan again, but I think let's change up and go Onyx. And then we'll put in the Kangaskhan just for a little bit of defense, and I feel like I should go Raticate, just because Raticate hadn't had a chance to come out. So, but, well, no, he does have 2 ground types, so you know what, no, we'll go these 3, Onyx, Kangaskhan, Wartortle. Just to be safe, just in case he decides to have 2 of the ground types. Okay. So yeah, I could be mean and just use Explosion, but I'm not giving up Pokemon. Ooh, and a critical hit. That's good. That was pretty good. Alright. That's the one I was scared of. That is definitely the one I'm scared of. So, honestly, before, I would never switch out Pokemon. To me, I was like, why am I going to waste a turn switching out? They're just going to get hurt. Now, I'm switching out all the time. Okay, I think Kangaskhan is going to be quicker, so I'm just going to waste a turn anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, that gives me useful information. Okay, I love using Dig and Fly and stuff like that. They're just so good for avoiding attacks, but then it's also, you know, you risk it. But sometimes you have to risk it. I was actually expecting him to use Dig again. I really hope that eventually they bring GameCube games to the Switch, because I would love to play Coliseum and XDO Darkness. They were amazing games, way ahead of their time. Honestly, all these games are way ahead of their time. To me, like, not only do they have, you know, such an amazing, you know, fan base, but they're also just amazing games because, you know, you have people, and this is 2024, and this game, I don't even remember when it came out, but I'm still playing it. There are people still playing it to this day. You know, not just me. I see people all over Twitch playing it. There's so many different people playing. That just tells you, at least tells me, how good of a game it is.
Fireworks are flying in this battle. There it goes.
I actually think I picked a pretty balanced team. I wish I had more of a psychic type presence, but I mean, so far not really getting too much trouble. I know it's only the pokecup, and I know it's just going to get more difficult from here, but I actually can't really complain. There's another, I wish I could carry over my perfects to each of the different cups. Alright, there's the Marsh badge. Alright, now this is where I might start needing some continues. Possibly, we'll see. Oh, this will be easy. Jolteon, Kangaskhan, and we'll do Onyx. So, this is, I mean, I could even go Wartortle too, just because of Ice Beam. Like, but this is an easy matchup. We got this in the bag. We're done.
No one wants to lose, having come this far.
Well, they're about to lose anyway. Honestly, this really, like, makes me feel like I'm actually there, like, throwing out the Pokeball, like... Ooh, and a critical hit. Like, this makes me... brings me back.
This is a wild one from the word go. Oh, it's Slowpoke. How will the type difference affect battle?
Okay. it's a water psychic type, so it's not a bad Pokemon. Like, unfortunately, like you said, bad Pokemon choice. This is why you had to be versatile. Like, when I was, when I used to play, I used to play with just, like, my favorite Pokemon. So, like, I'd have, like, 3 fire types, I'd have Nidoking. Like, my team was not very versatile. Nowadays, my team is normally very well balanced, with every Pokemon knowing at least a move that's not of their typing. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit weaker, because it's not their original typing. However, I'm making sure my team is more balanced. So, because there are so many different types, and there's so many different Pokemon, you never know what you're going to run into. So, I very much prefer to have as many types as possible. Now there's over, like, what is it, 900 different Pokemon? It's just so many different types, so many different combinations that you can do. Can't be as linear as you used to be. Alright, so let's see. He's got a dragon type, a water type, a normal type that can transform into anything, which actually works with him and against him. An electric type, a bug and poison type, and a normal type. So this is what you're going to normally find in each of the battles. Just a random array of Pokemon. And you gotta figure out what best to use. So I don't know. I think I'm going to Onyx. No, I'm going to use Kangaskhan first, just because well-rounded. I'll do Onyx, and I guess I'll just do Wartortle again, just for the Ice Beam.
This is it, the final battle. Who will bat?
Man, I can't believe we made it to the final battle already. Alright. Dragon type Pokemon were so good in the original, just because there were so few of them. Dizzy Punch hits, now it should be confused. Nope, it's not. Oh, and it's using Thunder Wave, that's not good. Just because there's so little weaknesses, and so many resistances, but the issue of using them in this game is they don't have the movesets that you want. So they're not gonna really be as effective. So yeah, like, I could have chosen Dragonite, but Dragonite just didn't really have as many good moves. And a lot of the Pokemon, honestly, they have their better moves, at their second stage in this game. So it's, you decide, okay, what do I want? Do I sacrifice, move pool for better stats? Or do I choose, the other, like, do I want to have more health? Do I want to have better attack stats? Or do I want to have, powerful moves? It's really that trade-off. And that's where coming and building a team, comes in with strategy. And I'm surprised that paralyzation has not hit me yet.
The intense battle continues.
Okay, there goes Kangaskhan. So then I think after that, Porygon's only got 22 health. So I think I'm gonna play it saving a Wartortle, just because I don't know what his last Pokemon is, and if it's a water type, I don't want to have Onyx out. And I think I'm gonna use Ice Beam. Okay, I love that animation. It just falls apart. It's so good. Honestly, the animations in these games are just amazing. Oh, of course.
remaining Pokemon stock is 2
I
to 1.
try to play the save against the water
turf
Pokemon,
battle
and he
continues.
sends out the electric Pokemon. Of course. That's okay.
What now? A decent
I
hit.
could have switched, but I was like, I don't see the point. I'm like, let's just see how much damage he can do.
Ah! Super effective.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Oh, wow.
Wow! Taken down with 1 hit.
Okay. Okay.
Both
I see you.
combatants are down to their last
I see you.
Pokemon.
See, but this is where Onyx gets to shine. Onyx is honestly, Kingston and Onyx have been the MVP of this
There's just
run so
one
far.
Pokemon aside now.
This is the
battle
first time
coming
I've gone
right
down to
the
1
one.
so far.
Earthquake.
And that should be the game.
Hit. Oh! Is it down and out?
Okay.
Congratulations! The champion has been decided!
Yay, I'm the champion. Goodbye, old man. Way to go, Onyx. Yeah. Alright, we are the champion. And there is our trophy. Now, in each of these, they have, well, I guess I shouldn't say in each of them, well, in each game. But so in each of the stadiums, now see, we can go to the Great Ball Cup. You got the Ultra Ball, and then you got Master Ball. Each one getting more and more difficult. I think Prime Cup is the same if I remember. Yes, it is. I've opened the Great Cup already, or Great Ball. I remember that the Pokecup and the Petite Cup both only have 1. These are the only 2 that have 4 each. So they are the more difficult ones. And getting more and more difficult going to each one. So that is all the time that I have for today, but I appreciate you guys watching. If you liked the video, like, subscribe. Make sure that you go follow me on Twitch. It is going to be Z3_97 gaming. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Check out next couple weeks. We'll be having first couple episodes of not only the Pokemon tournament, but also the Pokemon series. I'm looking forward to it. If there's anything you guys want to see, you know, anything you liked, anything you dislike, any comments, tips, please put them down in the comments. I will be reading them. I will be trying to increase the quality. You know, just seeing where things go. Having a lot of fun doing this. Thank you guys for all your support. Have a wonderful day, and next time I will be going for the Great Cup. Have a wonderful day, guys.